Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going to talk about CSS selectors. So in CSS we have different type of selectors. So the CSS selectors are divided into 5 categories. So first of all we have the simple selector. So the simple selector selects the element based on the name, ID or class. And next we have the combinator selector. So the combinator selector select elements based on the specific relation between multiple elements. And next we have the pseudo class selector. So the pseudo class selector selects the elements based on some certain state. And next we have the pseudo element selector. So the pseudo element selector selects and styles part of an element. And number 5 we have the attribute selector. So the attribute selector selects the elements based on the attribute or the attribute value. So in CSS we can select one specific element by using the element's name. Like an example, we can select the h1 element. So we have to select h1 and then inside the curly braces we can have the declaration block where we specify all the styles that will be applied to the h1 block. Like an example, we can set the color of the font to green, and also we can set the font size to 50 pixel. And next we have the Css Id Selector. So in CSS we can select one specific element by their ID. Like an example, we can assign some ID to the h1 element like my ID. And now, so to select by ID we have to use the hash followed by the name of the ID. And this way we can select one specific element by the ID. And also we can use the Css Class Selector and we can style one specific element. Like an example, we can add some style to the list item like my class, and then we can use the class selector. So first of all we have the dot operator followed by the name of the class, and then we can apply some style property, like we can set the color to red and we can set the font size to 50 pixel. And this way we can select one specific element by the class name. And also we can select one specific HTML element with a class. Like an example, suppose we have another p tag and the paragraph tag is also having the class of my class. Now if we wanted to only select the p element with the class, then we can write p.class, and this way it will only select the p element with the class my class. And also HTML elements can refer to more than one class. Like an example, the element p is having the class called my class. Now it can refer to another class like italic. So now we're gonna create the class italic. So we're gonna write dot italic, and then I'm gonna add the CSS property font style, and we're gonna set it to italic. And you can see the p element is having two classes, my class and italic. And also in CSS we have the universal selector. So the universal selector selects all HTML elements on the page. So we use the star and followed by the curly braces. So the star represents the universal selector, and inside the curly braces we write all of the CSS code that will be applied to all the HTML element on the page. Like an example, we can set the font family to monospace, and this way all the elements on the web page will have the font family as monospace. And also in CSS we can group multiple selectors, so we have to separate them by using comma. Like an example, we can select h1 comma and we can select the p element. Now inside the curly braces we should write the CSS rule that is common to the h1 element and p element. Like an example, we can write the CSS rule like text decoration underline. So this way the h1 element and the p element will have the underlined text. So this is the way we can use the universal selector, and we can apply the CSS rule to the entire web page. And also we can use the id selector using the hash, and also we can use the dot operator to select one class. And also we can group the selectors by using the comma separator. So this is the way we can apply the CSS rules to multiple elements of the web page. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.